On a simply gorgeous night in the Lone Star State, we've got the roof open, and it's time for football, folks, here at NRG Stadium in Houston. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll get this to the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Stroud to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud looking to throw. That is caught. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. And Stroud now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now Stroud. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Stephon Diggs from 17 yards out. And the Texans put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Throwing is Jackson. Over the middle, connecting with Kohler. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Jackson rolling to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Jackson from the shotgun. A short one there, caught by Likely. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Here we go. Inside handoff to Mixon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good to make it 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They go play action now. Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. And he's got it inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Stroud.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Stroud working out of the gun.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right.
Right side and caught by Kohler.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's going to be caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Charlie Kohler
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Play action. Now Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. He'll try and throw for it here. He'll buy some time right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They go play action with Jackson. Out to his left. Fighting. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Andrews. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the defensive penetration there blew that play up and got him 2 points.
How about how they got off at the snap of the football, got upfield into the backfield, and created the big play? That's the key to everything.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. Now Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Got his target. That's Kohler. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Henry running right. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 3 quarters in the books. Second down and 8. Jackson. The quick slant caught. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. A shotgun handoff to Henry. That is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Stroud out of the gun here. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. Oh, good move. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch our drive for what will be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock.
And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here we go. 1st and goal.
On the quick, right?
They'll give it to Mixon, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good.
GG, stupid.
Splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Texans are going to win the football game. So no shortage of offense in this game. A very clean game, too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business there. They were high flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.